KRA have barred reporters from accessing Busia border as the country continues to prevent the spread of coronavirus. The reasons why the government has limited access to the border is yet not clear. KTN News reporter Willy Lusige found out that buses from Kenya are not allowed in while more precautionary measures have been put in place. Let's now speak to Willy Lusige, who is at the border. Good afternoon, Lusige. Great to see you. Talk to us about the situation now at the border. Also bearing in mind that later on in the day we expect an address from the Uganda President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Lusige.
Grace, you can feel the impact of coronavirus being confirmed in Kenya, while in Uganda so far there's no case that has been confirmed, because it seems now Uganda has taken more measures. Just behind me, you can get screened even 3 times as you try to enter Uganda, because this is no man's land. That is Uganda behind me, and the opposite of my forehead, that is Kenya. Definitely there's very strict measures that have been put in place by Uganda government. People are being even forced to wash their hands more than 3 times, and also to use sanitizers, because Uganda feels most probably its first case might enter Uganda through this border. But apart from that, also on the Kenyan side, the government is not also sleeping on its job, because we have also seen strange measures being put in place, especially at this key entry point where people are coming from Uganda and entering Kenya. The only thing that they're doing here, first of all, you have to be screened, your temperatures being checked, and apart from that, also you have to be forced to take sanitizers, because they're telling us they're using even up to 100 sanitizers within just a few hours, because this is the key entry point where everyone coming from Uganda has to enter Kenya through this one, and especially those businessmen, the ones that you can see on your television. Those are seeds buyers who buy seeds from Uganda and bring them to Kenya. First of all, the first thing that is being done is to check if those luggages have anything inside, and apart from that, they're checked their temperature, and then after that they're forced to sanitize their hand. This being the key measure that has been put by both the Kenyan and Uganda government to make sure that there is no spread of coronavirus after a number of those cases were confirmed in Kenya. But in Uganda, we are aware so far no any single case have been confirmed. And apart from that, also public service vehicles, especially buses, are not being allowed from Kenya to get into Uganda. That is one of the restrictions that the government of Uganda has implemented. And all the drivers driving those trucks, the long distance trucks going to Uganda, they have to be checked their temperature when they are leaving Kenya, and they have to be checked their temperatures when they are coming back from Uganda. So measures that have been put here very strict, but the government of Uganda seems to be more vigilant on this, that it cannot allow anyone whom they feel has been suspected of having coronavirus. So far there's no case that has been confirmed here at the Kenya and Uganda border. On the Kenyan side, they have a fully working isolation unit, but they're saying that they're putting every measure also to avoid any case from Uganda and also any case from here in Kenya, Grace. So anyone who is coming in has to be checked, and after being tested and you are confirmed you are safe, you are given a small note that you walk with it in Kenya, so that you can show any government official that you are tested and you are safe to enter Kenya, Grace.
Lusige, before I let you go, we are reporting that the media has been denied access to the entry point. Could you just expound on this? Of course, we know we need you to be safe, Lusige, but just talk to us more about that, if true, Lusige.
Yeah, those were the measures that were put by multi-agencies that are manning this Kenya-Uganda border, because they feel every information that has to go to the members of public has to be sanitized also, and also to go through a number of channels before you're allowed to get here. Yes, indeed, you have to inform a number of agencies, including the Kenya Revenue Authority and the immigration, before you are allowed to get to this point, and to give any information on how the government is progressing on its measures that it has put in place to avoid any other cases of coronavirus. It is difficult for journalists to get here, but definitely it takes a longer time, and when you get that access, then you are given a very short time under strict security to just interview a few individuals and check the border and then leave immediately. So we don't know why they have such kind of restriction that we have not seen before, but I think they only want to make sure that every information that goes out there must probably appeal the members of public and also the government.
Indeed, Lusige, thank you.